It's the Rather Late programme, brought to you by beer. Beer, making British life bearable for 1,000 years. Ladies and gentlemen, the King of Late Night.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Rather Late programme with your host, Bash Dinsmore. Now, today's episode is going to be a proper one, not one from 2020, like last week's, which was Ben Davies, and not one like next week's, which was 2021, which was Harry Cooper, or which will be Harry Cooper. Harry Cooper, Harry Coleman. Today is David Cooper. I've been out of practice, boys. It's been a few years. But yes, so welcome back to the Rather Late programme. And today is going to be a fun one. So let's get into it. Welcome back from that intro, ladies and gents. Today I am here with my current guest, David Cooper. Not David Coleman, as I said in the fucking intro, because next week... David Coleman. Well, next week I've got a guest called Harry Coleman, but I called him fucking Harry Cooper.
Any relation to Mustard?
No, surprisingly or not. No.
Oh, shit.
Although he likes it, but yeah, so I called him Harry Cooper, then I called you David Coleman, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm not gonna redo the fucking 1 minute intro because I'm a lazy bastard. And this is all being recorded now, and with my podcast, my editor doesn't really edit, he just sticks it all together in an audio file and puts it online. And it adds credits. Cheers, Ben, you fucking wanker. Right, so ladies and gents, we are 2 minutes into this episode now. David Cooper, everybody. Yes, audience applause button. Yes. Hey mate. Yes, this is welcome to the very low budgeted final series of my fucking podcast talk show.
It's an honour.
Yes, that's what they all say till they fucking hear that.
Dinsmore Productions.
Yeah, Dinsmore Films. That's what they all say until they fucking hear it back. Hear it back and like, oh shit. Yes, welcome my friend. Welcome. So everybody, David Cooper, for those of you who have absolutely no idea who he is, David is at the moment, an actor on my show Altered Space, which you would have heard about a couple of weeks ago, I think, is when I released that episode of the show talking about Altered Space. So David Cooper is our third billed actor in the main cast. Although, you know, he's a newbie in the sense of he's not done other productions. He's fucking good, guys. So not tooting smoke up your ass, but you're fucking good, mate. You're fucking good. So I did stick you in third billing above all of the other people who have done some acting before. But you're fucking good. So there we go. And one day when we fire the fucking co-lead or the lead, you could be moved up a position. That's how it works. Someone gets fired and you move up a position.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, or we kill someone off because I've had a fucking knife. But yes. So, David Cooper plays Kieran Jones on Altered Space, but also he plays, or he will be playing, because it's not out just yet, he will be playing Leo Miller as well, /Ice, because it's his supposedly superhero name. Yeah, so firstly, before we get into Altered Space and all of that, let's talk about our first topic. How are you doing? We do this every week, just to check in on people, because I'm a big mental health advocate. I want people to be okay. So, you know, and ladies and gents, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a fucking licensed person, but I'm just the guy that cares. So, you know, a certain amount before I've had enough. But so yes. How you doing, man? What's going on with you? How you doing? You good?
Yeah, I don't know. I have good days and bad days, like everybody.
Yeah. A lot of us do, my friend. A lot of us do.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, no. In general, how are you? Like, what are you doing at the moment with your life? You're cracking on with shit. You're making leaps and bounds in the audio world. You know.
Well, yeah. That opportunity that you give me, I'm loving that at the moment.
It's a great show. He says because he's fucking running it. But no, it's good. It's good. I love a bit of sci-fi, don't you? Yeah.
Apart from that, I've just got a lot of other stuff going on. Like, I mean, I don't work at the moment. That's not my fault.
Me too. That is my fault.
I can't really work in normal places. Like, I can't really work anywhere at the moment just because of I had an accident in 2019.
Oh shit! Right, fair enough.
It messed up my head as well. So.
Shit. You good?
I'm alright.
Yeah.
I'm good. It's just.
I mean, you can read a fucking script, so it's not that bad.
No, exactly. No, I mean, like, PTSD.
Right, yeah, no, I got you. Fucking Leo might have some of that in this.
Definitely, I'm going to put it into the character.
Yeah, fucking do. Make this Irish bastard go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Ladies and gents, just so you know, we're differentiating characters by accent. And fucking Leo has got Irish. So we'll make this guy absolutely fucking crazy. Oh Jesus!
It's an Irish nutcase.
Yeah, Irish nutter. He's calling everyone else a Brit bastard, but he's the fucking nutcase. Oh Jesus! I love it.
But yeah, to cut the short story, I was hit by a tree in 2019.
Yes, because your social media is Tree Demon or Tree Surgeon or whatever the fuck.
My Instagram is, I was.
Search your Twitter, I think.
I left school and went straight into tree surgery.
Right.
And I did that for all my adult life. And
then funnily enough, a lot of actors I know have done that tree surgery. It's crazy.
Yeah, I loved it. Shattered my pelvis, and
oh God,
I was in a wheelchair for 6 months, and then I had to learn how to walk again. I've got
Jesus.
77 screws in my pelvis, 2 plates. I've got a hip replacement.
Fucking hell. Poor bastard.
So I've had a run of it.
Yeah, God. Man's middle-aged and he's oh yeah, God. Fucking hell. I feel sorry for you, man, but
I'm not middle-aged.
Middle-aged. Brother, I'll probably be middle-aged by 25.
I'm not middle-aged. How old do you think I am?
I know you're fucking 30.
Hey?
I know you're fucking 30, but fucking hell.
I'm 30 summer. I can't remember 30.
Everyone's taking the piss thinking middle-aged is now going to be 60 rather than 50 or whatever. I'm taking it down a peg. I'm taking it down. I'm gonna be snuffed at by 40. Fucking hell. Oh, that means I'm past middle-aged. Fuck.
Shit's on it, yeah.
23. Fuck. Yeah, no. Ladies and gents, don't report me to the to fucking suicide prevention. I'm not trying to off myself. I'm just taking a piss. Just taking a piss. Nah, I'll snuff it by fucking 50 if you see me. Jesus. Christ alive. Yeah, I'll fucking...
You lifting cars at the gym, you're not going to be snuffing anything.
That's what you say. I'll be fucking killing myself when I don't see my shows being picked up for fucking TV. I mean, I've been working at this for years. You bastards, pick up my shows.
Someone's going to notice it, definitely.
I fucking hope so. Jesus. Yeah, especially my live action stuff, guys. Get on it. Thank you very much.
I know, right?
Oh, God, well, live action. That's actually good shit when I can actually get a crew together. The thing is, all the actors I work with are spread around the country, and unless I can pay them, they're not really going to come down just for a day's shoot. So, it's a little bit annoying, and I get it, but I'm just... Can people in Seven be actors now? Can I get more fucking people involved?
How long did the Hunter take to make?
Hunter to make in its entirety, we shot in November and we completed everything by January and then released it when it was released. We shot in one day and got it filmed in one day. The editing took a couple of months because Christmas was in between and everyone wanted a break and all that, so absolutely fair enough. We shot on November the 5th, Bonfire Night, which was kind of fucking stupid in a way because we had the fireworks in the evening while I'm trying to threaten these two fucking main characters with a fucking musket. But we realised that there was a firework in the background of a shot, so I was like, fuck! And then my editor just repurposed that firework and turned it into whitey blue sort of colour rather than red or whatever. And then just made it a lightning strike, and it just sounded cool, looked cool in the back.
Nice.
Yeah, movie magic. Fix it in
movie
post.
Magic, yeah.
Fix it in post.
Fix it in post.
That's the phrase. Fix it in post. Fix it in post. Everything's fucked in production. Fix it in post. But yeah, no. Hunter was very good to work on. I might be working on a sequel at the moment in terms of script. But my time is being taken up with Journey and Altered Space. Altered Space is an audio show. Journey is a live action series. Both as equally challenging to write. Journey's a little bit harder to write just because it's live action in a way.
Where do you go? Where do you go to write? Do you go to?
I write everywhere, bro. I've written in my bedroom. I write in coffee shops. The best place to write, I think, is Spoons. I'm not gonna lie, Spoons, because if I'm writing by myself, it's fine. But if I'm co-writing with a mate on something, you and your mate can go to Spoons. You could both be working on a script on your laptop, and you can have a pint, and you can get somewhat decent food delivered to your table without you having to move.
Yeah.
And in Spoons, you see all types of characters. So it's just, it's good for world building, Spoons. Which is surprising to say. Not many people would think that, but yeah, Spoons.
Well, it's cheap booze as well, so.
Say that again?
It's cheap booze, isn't it? Cheap
is my friend.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's why I live in Spoons. Yeah, it's quite sad. I know everyone who works there by name now.
That's not bad.
It is mental. I knew one guy beforehand because he used to get my school bus, but I live in Spoons now, so I practically know everyone behind the bar. Yeah, no, crazy, mental. I'm on a first name basis with everyone in Spoons. Oh, Jesus.
At
yeah, at least they're nice.
Usual as it, mate.
One of them does know the usual, and I'm like, fuck it.
Usual, is it? Yeah,
usual. Yeah, exactly.
Usual, Seb.
Yeah, classic. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, yeah. God. Oh, God. Yeah, no, I hope my Spoons doesn't shut down. It's been put on the market, so I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Brother, do you think I have the money? Bro, if I had money, I'd put it into my own fucking shows, not a fucking pub. Lease it out. Yeah. Back to Spoons. Back to fucking Spoons. Oh, Jesus. Rent out their own pub. Fucking hell. Oh, Jesus.
I own this place now.
Yeah. On the boss.
Yeah. That's your venture. That's your next venture, buying spoons.
Buying spoons, yeah. Not a studio for my projects. It's a fucking spoon. I film with spoons for free anyway. I don't, like, you know. It's not going to benefit.
You could rent out a little empty derelict warehouse or something.
Yes. That's the plan. We'll get there.
Hostel Part 40 or something.
Oh Jesus, yes. I'll make it big one day, and then I'll buy up a fucking a factory or a warehouse and film shit in there. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. So exactly. To do it these days.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'll just check my bank account. Oh, there's nothing in there.
Check, man. I get messages off the bank every day.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, exactly. Messages from the bank. Yeah, you don't want to see them.
I love them. They're my best friends. They message me all the
time. Actually, you know what? I'm on competition for them. I'm sending you memes all the time now. It's at that stage. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll send them.
They make me laugh, and I need it because
Yeah, shit happens. Yeah, exactly. Oh,
the bastards, so they are.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, yes, but yeah, no, I sent you a bunch yesterday, yeah, and you were just like, actually, these are all fucking funny. I was laughing so hard. Oh God!
Just my stomach was in.
do you remember any of the ones I sent you? I sent so much to so many people.
It was the one with the text on it. It was like a I can't remember. Grab my phone. It's this one here, the one smooth orange. How can I impress your dad? He's really into cars. Okay. Later, her dad. Nice to meet you. Let's talk about Pixar's rides.
Yeah, I do remember. Yeah, no, that was quite a funny one.
That got me really. That really tickled me.
I'm not sure about you if you're into cars, but I've got a mate who's into cars, and you supposedly remind me of him a little bit. Fuck, if I get this wrong, he'll kill me. I think he's near Blackpool.
I'm not big into cars, to be honest.
No, fair enough.
I never have been.
No. Gets you A to B, you know.
Especially them people that put them loud exhausts on. They sound broken.
Yeah. Actually, my mate's a bit like that sometimes. I
don't get it. I just don't get it. Why do you want to sound like something wrong with your car?
It's just compensation, brother. Compensation. Look. He'll come and kill me for this. Oh Jesus. Yeah, no. You remind me a little bit of him. Same sort of humour. So I sent it to him, and he was pissing himself. And I sent it to you, and surprisingly enough, I was like, yes, it's got through to him. He's pissing himself. Fucking Pixar's famous.
So funny.
I love it. Oh Jesus. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, I have to disagree. Pixar's best film is Brave. Big up the Scots. Billy Connolly was amazing in that. So yes. Moving on from our first topic, to get to why we're really here. Current projects. So Altered Space will be our sort of topic heading because I haven't put you in anything else just yet. You will be, but I haven't written it yet because I need a hiatus from that show because we just finished it. So, oh shit, we got a special coming out tomorrow. Huh, means I've got longer to not write it. So, yes, Journey is one of the shows that I will get you in, but we'll talk about that in a bit. Altered Space, yes, Kieran Jones and Leo Miller, two polar opposite characters. Yeah, how have you been finding the script so far? Mainly for Kieran, because you've mainly been reading Kieran, but yeah.
Kieran reminds me of when I was that age, and
oh really?
It's like you've wrote me.
I know your soul. I know your soul.
I've changed so much, but like reading what you've wrote for Kieran, and I'm like, that's something I'd say.
So basically, what you're saying is that you used to be a dick.
I did used to be a dick, Jesus. And then in the one where I had like more of a like head lead.
Yeah. Yeah, your centric episode, which was episode 6, titled "Real Life Shit."
The scene when he's talking to, I can't remember who, I think it's Alex or something, about being in debt with these loan companies.
Oh, probably Gemini or something like that.
Gemini, maybe, yeah. That was I was like, holy shit, that happened to me as well.
Oh shit, yeah.
I was like, well, not with the Space Academy, but
not Space Academy, maybe. Your tree surgery camp or whatever, but
tree surgery camp, yeah.
Yeah, Christ, yeah.
It was,
it's weird I put you in that episode then, as the centric point for that episode then. Yeah. I always thought Kieran was my idea for Kieran before casting was that he's a working class background. He used to be a criminal. We touch upon that later. If we haven't already at this stage.
I don't think so.
No, we touch upon that later then. There's an episode coming in a few weeks through your inbox where Bobby and Kieran talk about their past because they used to be mates. Which is a weird one because we didn't really touch upon it at all in the first half of the series. How Kieran and Bobby used to be mates. Because there's an episode not too far off that one which says Bobby's kind of a loner. And then it's not wrong because he is, but he's got one mate and that was Kieran. And basically back in the day, Kieran and Bobby... by the way, ladies and gents, if you want to watch the fucking show, go watch that instead of this, and then come back and watch this. But if you don't care for spoilers, here we go. So, backstory for you, because you'll probably help you out with your performance or whatever. Bobby and Kieran have known each other from practically childhood. They were both in fucking juvie. And Kieran for burning down his family home, and
Jesus, sorry.
yeah, you're a mad.
Well, I've never done that.
Right? You're a mad cunt. You're a mad cunt.
I'm not that crazy.
No, Kieran burnt down his family home as a reaction to his parents, which we'll touch upon in Series 2. In Series 2, Kieran's getting 2 centric episodes rather than just the one. In the first centric episode, he deals with his father, and then in the second centric episode, which will be in the later half of the series, he'll be dealing with his mother. So basically, his dad was like... I won't spoil it because it's not going to be out for a long time, but his dad was not a great person. And, he was a criminal as well. So you've followed that path.
Yeah.
And your mum sort of, well, I can say this, abandons you. But but not for the reasons that you would think. So when you get round to that, you'll know that she leaves, and yeah. So your reaction to that is just so crazy, and you burn down your house, trying to get your father, and then you just wanted to go.
So he's not wanted by anybody.
Not at this stage.
No.
Because what happens later on is Bobby is being bullied in juvie. You don't see this bit, we just mentioned this bit, but Bobby's being bullied in juvie. Kieran beats up those bullies and sticks up for Bobby. So they're partners, they're boys now. Then, they get out of juvie, they become boys, they start becoming criminals, like petty criminals, like thieves. So they steal a lot of shit. But then an episode mentions that Admiral Locke from Space Fleet, he takes them in and he's like, boys, you're stupid. Don't do this. Don't fritter away your life. And you two are like, well, what the fuck else are we supposed to do? Because life didn't give us a good hand. And he's like, we've always got a choice, boys. So he invites you two to go to Space Fleet, free of charge, until the banks come at you and get you. So you end up in Space Fleet together, and that's how you become part of the team later on.
Yeah.
But because you're on that path in Space Fleet, nobody's after you. You're not wanted because technically Admiral Locke is your somewhat guardian. Not legal. He's not adopted you or anything, but you're in his stead. So that becomes mental when he gets murdered, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, so that might actually be next week's episode. Oh fuck, I've spoiled that. Sorry, boys. Look, don't watch this episode. You're half an hour in. Don't watch this episode, boys. Oh well. I imagine nobody listens to these podcast episodes, but if you do, don't watch this. Go watch the show first.
I do.
Then come back. Oh, do you? I appreciate that. You're my wrong view. I was wondering who that was. Actually, you're my second view, because I'm the first view, because I watch back to these to make sure they're all right.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, I appreciate that. But yeah, man, so your background is that you are boys with Bobby, and we develop that as we go through the rest of the series. Because we touched upon it in episode 7, if you remember, because you listened back to that not too long ago, right? Because that came out on Monday. So...
Oh, yeah.
So episode 7, we touched upon it. Basically, Kieran's throwing a hissy that he's not going out with the boys, with Bobby and Ryan. And Bobby's like, bruh, we hang out with you all the time. Like, we just put in a night by ourselves. The underlying text is that you are boys and you hang out all the time. So we touch upon that then, but we get deeper into that later on. We have an episode called Partners, which is episode 13 or 14, and that will really focus on your relationship with Bobby. So that'll be a good one for you. Especially one of the final scenes in that episode, because that is emotional shit. Yeah, that is emotional shit. Yeah, I can't remember. Did I write Partners? I'll check downstairs later.
That many projects.
Did I write? Bro, there's 18 episodes a season. I'm writing Journey as well. I've got some films that I'm working on. I'm writing different things, bro. There's so many people in my head. I'm going schizophrenic or some bullshit. That is a joke, ladies and gents. Fuck me.
Yeah. Yes.
No, quite. Like, there's so many fucking voices in my head because I'm writing all of these fucking scripts. Like, yeah, I don't remember which one to write, bro. Like, and as the showrunner, I've got to, as showrunner, I have to read all of the scripts and then edit them so they flow and follow the arc that we set for the whole series. So as a showrunner, if Matt, Eve, Gabby, or any of the guest writers write it, I still have to rewrite certain bits and fit it to the pattern. So technically, I should be getting a writing credit every episode, but that's not how it works. Because then I'd be the only writer on the show.
Did you put a little one?
Yeah, I'll just
small print.
I'll just put written by blah 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 blah, and
just small print. Yeah.
No, I get a created by. I don't get the created by. I get the developed by credit, so it's all right. Yes. The good thing about a developed by credit is because you develop the show. So even when you leave the show as a writer or as an executive producer, you still get credited every episode that the show runs as a developer because you developed it. So even if I decide to go at the end of series 4 or whatever, I'll be like, look, I'm fucking off. I'm going to do a big movie. I still get credited every episode for development. So that's great. And I, as much as I slag off the Yanks, no offense to most of my main cast,
we love you.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Don't hate me for this. Just realised how many American actors I've got on the fucking show.
Yeah, don't drop out, please. We need this show to keep going.
Yeah. I'm trying to reach series 3 at least. But the one thing I like about American production, because American and British production is very different. Like, you know, but the main thing I like about the American one is that as a cast member, as an actor, they treat you as stars, don't they, rather than people. Whereas the British people treat you as people, which I think is right. But the one thing I like about that American mindset is that for credits in a series, they'll have the opening credits. And even if you're not in that particular episode, you've got an episode off or whatever, you will still be credited, like credit only. Whereas in Britain, you only get the credit where credit is due. So let's say there's 5 episodes of a show and you're in 4 of the 5, but let's say you're not in episode 3. So you'll be credited for episode 1, 2. You won't be in episode 3, but you'll be 4 and 5. They don't credit you for episode 3 in the UK, but they will in America because you're part of that main cast. So you're still credited as part of that main cast. And I quite like that because it just shows that you're part of the group rather than a guest coming in and out. But then the other thing I like about about American production is they give you the special appearance by and special guest star credits, whereas you don't get that in UK. You're not special in UK, you're just guest stars. Whereas the Americans, they're like, right, special appearance by special guest stars. Most of the time, those credits are used for, you know, really big, high prolific actors. So let's say Mark Hamill decided to make an appearance on your show. Special guest star, special appearance by.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But he's liked a couple of my tweets. I hope that warrants a follow. Yeah, man. I've actually got a lot of famous people following me on Twitter. I rate it. My most famous follower on Twitter is probably Colin Salmon. Do you remember the Pierce Brosnan Bond films?
Yes.
He was the black guy who played Charles Ronson in that. Do you remember?
Oh, shit! Yeah.
Yeah, he was also he's also done a lot of TV. You know, he's done a lot. Colin Salmon, and he's such a sound guy. So I rate that. Thanks for the follow, Colin.
Is that on your personal or Altered Space? Is Altered Space on Twitter?
No. On Twitter, I only have the Bash Dinsmore and the Dinsmore Films. I barely fucking use the Dinsmore Films one anyway. So my Twitter is Bash Dinsmore. Pardon?
Which one do they follow you on?
The Bash Dinsmore one. Yeah. The one you follow me on. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you put the links to the Altered Space videos on there as well? Or?
I do that on the films one, on the Dinsmore
okay.
Films one, and then sometimes I retweet it on my main. But sometimes I'm just lazy with Twitter. so it's like I'm on there for memes, and then I'm like, I can't be asked.
There's not many of them.
Yeah.
Social media.
Yeah, exactly. I'm on there for scrolling through videos, and that's it.
Yeah.
I had because I'm addicted to fucking social media. I had a little break where I was away from it. I was in a fucking heart attack. But
right.
It was really good for writing for the shows that I was doing. But when it came to actually producing the shows, it was so fucking shit because I can't contact anyone. Don't have anyone's number. So I've got them all on fucking Instagram. So I was like, for fuck's sake, I've got to break my social media break because I want the show to come out now. So. Yeah, so writing was very good. It got me focused, got me cracking on. Producing the show, I was like, I can't contact my fucking main cast. Can't contact my lead. How do I get the fucking lead? They're not going to check the emails without me fucking DMing them to check the email. Oh, for fuck's sake. That was weird. Slowly
cough there.
Oh, slowly down, bro. I've been a little bit under the weather. Yeah, no, I've.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'll just call it a cold because it wasn't anything worse. It's just been a bit bunged up. Yeah, it's a bit bunged up.
I tried drinking some sort of potions, the Lemsips. Or...
Yeah, exactly. I've got that, and the. Fucking Benylin and all that, yeah. Fucking got an OD by the end of this fucking...
Inject some smack into you.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Seriously, though, I'll probably fucking OD by the end of the month. All the fucking drugs I'm taking for this shit. Jesus. Oh, Christ. Someone else would have to take over as showrunner. Come find my USB with all the scripts on it. Pretty self-explanatory. Dinsmore Films Entertainment, Altered Space, Series 1, all the scripts. Jesus, yeah. Come 7. Just take my USB off my fucking corpse. Jesus. Anyway, though, talking about light-hearted stuff. Altered Space, yes. So Kieran is an interesting character.
Yes.
Yeah. So are you enjoying playing him, or is it a bit weird because it is a little bit close to home because it was what you were like or whatever?
That's not weird. No. I like.
I've developed an age. Thank fuck. Oh Jesus.
I like his attitude and his the way it's written.
Oh, he just doesn't give a fuck, does he? He's just like, look, if you want me to do this, I'll do it. If you don't, then I'm gonna fucking have a beer. That's his mentality.
He lost his mind with Carrie about not setting him up with a job interview.
I don't think it was necessarily all about the interview, but I do think it is like that. They are supposedly pals, and she's just sort of gone over her head, and so I do think Kieran was entirely in the right, but that was such an emotional one to write. Not necessarily emotional, I'll say, but it was an interesting one because it was like it was kind of like you wanted to slag her, but you don't want to slag her because you don't want to say anything you regret in a heated moment. So that's why I added the line saying, "Look, I don't want to say anything I don't mean, or I don't want to be rude to you. So please just fuck off." which was an improv, by the way, an ad-lib.
It was.
Fuck off. Like,
Just seemed right, yeah.
Just, look, give me a minute. Fuck off, would you? Like,
Had to get out the situation, yeah.
Oh god, yeah, no, I rated that. It was really it was a really good one. Because I guess now with age I tend to fucking swear with everything. Like in my younger projects I would never fucking swear, but in Saltire and in Journey and in Altered Space I tend to swear a lot in the scripts and all that. And I guess it shows a lack of vocabulary at times, but it's just because that's how people behave in real life, you know?
That's life, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a word. When did swear words become swear words?
Exactly. Fuck me. But I have two personalities because when I do my English accent, which I have used before as a sort of not coping mechanism, that's fucking wrong. As a sort of, yeah, when I first moved here and I was bullied from a Scottish accent, I used the English one to sort of, you know, fit in a bit more and beat the bullies at their own game. So when I use the English accent, I think about it in my head and all that. You know, it was really weird. And sort of, I have no idea where I'm going with this. Yeah, but
it's going somewhere.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, why did I bring this up? It's
going somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. but yeah, so it was just like the English presented version of me just never swore. You know, it was just like I'm this kid who's trying to fit in and not get fucking bullied or whatever, and then. I'd still speak in Scottish accent when I'm home or later on or whatever, but I remember there was just one day in secondary school where I just couldn't give a fuck anymore. Like, I didn't care. And so I just spoke like this one day. I was like, I'm really tired as well, so I was just like, oh, fuck it, alright guys. And like, everyone's like, it's fucking weird. Right? I remember the day before as well, I did it in an English class because we were doing Macbeth. And so I was like, oh, Macbeth's a Scottish thing, I'll do it in my Scottish accent. And I remember being held after class. It's like the English teacher was like, Seb, you know your English accent's... I mean, you know your Scottish accent's better than your English one. And I was like, yeah, well, miss, I'm fucking Scottish. And she was like...
Yeah.
Oh, well, that explains it then. And I was like, yeah, no shit. You know, she was like, but I've told your older brother, he done that one. I was like, he wasn't born as, you know, born in Thailand. She was like, oh, well, that explains it. What about your little brother? He was like, he was born here. I was like, fuck. So like, you're all fucking different. I was like, yeah, that's about right. But yeah, so
you had to put on an English accent to blend in, was it? Or?
A little bit, like, because you know, kids are dickheads, so you know they take the piss, whatever. I'm like, oh,
kids can be cruel.
Yeah, kids can be bastards. Kids can be bastarding bastards, and you know, I remember it started off with, could you pass the spoon? And and they were like, you mean spoon? And I'm like, oh, fuck off. It's just a fucking way I pronounce it. Like, leave me be.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I started to talk like them, so that would stop. And it did. But then it just one day I couldn't be asked and spoke like this in public again, and I you know, at secondary school the bullying came back, and I didn't care at that point. But from that point I had realised that because I wasn't using the defence mechanism of English voice all the time, apart from in my project, the swearing got worse and worse with my Scottish personality coming out. It's just like fucking swearing every other word. Like, oh shit, man, I can't be arsed. But yeah, no, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird how swearing works, you know. If I put on my English accent now, I probably won't swear for the next 20 minutes. But if I put on if I use my Scottish accent, well, I'm mad. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's weird. But this is natural to me, but yeah, it's fucking... Yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird. Don't know where I was going with this tangent, but there we go.
Just talking about swearing, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
When it makes things serious or comedic, it's a strange one. But
yeah. Oh, I know why we were talking about fucking swearing. Fuck me. It was it was about the ad lib with fuck off. I was like, that's right.
yeah. It's time to myself.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, fuck off, Karen. It was like a deep one as well. It wasn't even like, God, just let fuck off for a minute.
He meant
it.
It was just
fuck
pissed off with it. Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ. Ooh.
The bit in the bar with the music as well was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where you got that music from, but...
My editor sourced that. Yeah, he's in the bar. Yeah, right. My editor sourced that one. That wasn't a composition by my composer. That was just found by my editor. It was fucking funny because there's...
But then did you improvise a bit after when I said the drink and you were like, oh, fuck it, I'll write all this down now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So for fuck's sake, I just wrote all this down. Fucking hell. Because it started off with a calf, didn't it? In the beginning of the episode, it started off with a calf, and everyone's like, "This is way too fucking weird." And then you go to the bar, and Ben Fish has taken down your fucking orders, and he's like, "Fuck me! Can you order a proper drink? What the fuck is this?" And you're like, "Nah, I'm only putting your piss, or I'll have a pint of fucking lager." You're like, "Pint of lager? I've only just fucking wrote this down. Yeah, I'll go fuck myself in you cunt."
The music made it.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah, and like the funny thing is, it wasn't meant to be funny. It just comes out as fucking hilarious when you hear it.
I know. It's just Kieran being a dick again.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, yeah, no, I'm only pulling your piss, and I'll have a pint.
I'm only fucking weird.
Yeah, only pulling your piss, or I'll have a pint. You're like, fuck's sake. I love Kieran. He's such a fun character to write. He's actually one of my favourite characters to write because out of the main cast, not including any guest stars, because they're interesting because they have stories that come in and out, but for main cast who have their arc for the season, we've got Myra, Ryan, Kieran, Bobby, Carrie, and Gemini. Jason partially and Samantha partially, but I'm not going to count them for now. Handyman's going ham with the fucking drum. Anyway, I'm fucking recording right now, you bastard. Oh, Jesus, sorry, Rob.
I thought it was your chair.
No, what the fuck is going on?
Someone trying to get in.
Yeah, well, fucking hell. It's not even my house. This is not even my house. But yeah, so in that main cast, Gemini is literally there to be the replacement for fucking Jason and Samantha, because I needed a veteran who was on that old team with Alex to keep an eye on them and sort of help them out with the old sort of enemy that was the Drevi. So for now he's just there until they fight the Drevi, and then he's like, shit, back in the day they were bastards.
Where did you get the name the Drevi? Where's that from?
Oh, she'll kill me if she hears this.
Oh. Maybe not. Maybe don't tell me.
No, I'll fucking tell you. I don't care, man. She doesn't talk to me anymore. So my ex, her surname was not used when she acted for me, so we gave her the stage name of Leo Drevis. And Drevis is now the planet of where those people live, but also Drevi is the species of alien, and I turned them evil. Of course. Look, I'm not going to slag my ex, but I thought that was quite funny to me on a primal level. I was like, yeah, fucking bitch. No, I'm joking. She's fine. Oh, she just left me for a fucking woman, which means I'm such a shit boyfriend, but there we go.
Don't worry about it.
Was that brother? I'm by his way, but I'm not going to dip for a Don, Jesus. Fucking hell. Alright, like, she broke up with me in email as well, man. Like, fucking, ooh, brutal. Oh shit, I screenshotted that to you, didn't I?
You sent it to me, yeah.
You know, bro, the subject was just like, yeah. I was like,
Just brutal.
I was like, bro, fuck it out. Mental.
Absolutely brutal.
Mental. And now that's online. Anyways, so yeah, that's where the Drevi and the Drevis came from. Yeah, no, I don't know why I decided to use that name as that, but I was like, you know what, fuck it.
Yeah, fits.
Nobody will notice, and it's not really her surname either. It's just the name we gave her for when she's on my show, so it's alright. Yeah, not the end of the world. It's completely fine.
No.
Yeah. If I use the real name, on the other hand, she'd kill me.
Yeah.
It's all good. She probably unsubscribed from the fucking channel. It's all good. Yeah, that's what I put it in the episode title. Drevis are wankers. Wait, what? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Gemini Flanagan. What a fucking name. Irish as well. Gemini Flanagan.
It's so funny because my partner's star sign's Gemini.
Gemini?
Yeah.
I don't know how Gemini Flanagan came to be, like that name. Just like, it's like, what's a fucking Irish name? Gemini Flanagan's quite fun to say.
Flanagan is very Irish.
Flanagan, I was like, that's fucking Irish. Gemini, I was like, where the fuck has Gemini come from? But Gemini Flanagan. I thought it just sounded really fun to say, Gemini Flanagan. So, Gemini Flanagan, he's part of the old team, but he's there to help the newbies as well.
Who's playing Gemini Flanagan?
That is Irish me.
That's you doing the Irish.
Gemini Flanagan. We had we had a guy called.
It doesn't sound like you. But it's amazing how different that sounds.
Yeah, that's
to your normal voice.
Yeah, well, the different accents, isn't it? But sometimes you can tell between the English and Scottish.
More of a Northern Irish accent.
That's right. Yeah, but yeah. So we had
down south, so he is.
Yeah, it was weird because we had Ed Tracy, who's a director and producer and writer and all of the above. He was the first guy to put me on camera, actually. An Irish director. So he gave me my first on-screen role, so I owe him a lot. But he voiced Gemini for one episode. But he was like, I can't do him forever. I'm directing my film. I was like, oh shit, yeah, no bother. So I just started to continue voicing him in the Irish accent, and no one said anything. Just credit him still. And Edward Tracy, yeah, it's actually fucking me. So that's the same with like all the fucking characters. You see, yeah, mental.
So who are you doing in the show?
In the show, I'm doing Alex way Lance. Too fucking much, brother. In voice terms, I'm doing Alex Lance, who is English.
Yes.
I'm doing Gemini Flanagan. I am doing. Pardon me. I'm doing Connor Nightingale, who's one of the guest stars, and I'm doing. I'm doing Ben Fisher when he appears, the barman. And I did. What's his name? Forgotten his name. He was a guest character who appeared in episode 2.
You're busy boy.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Well, the thing is, 3 of those 5 characters all have English accents, so it's just I'm hoping nobody fucking hears. But my 5 accents I can do are all very different. Like, I did the natural Scottish. Oh, nice.
Fly there.
That's a round of applause to me for 5 points.
Round of applause for all your hard work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, showrunner and doing 50 fucking million characters. So I do the Scottish, which is my natural. I do the Kentish English, which is Alex Lance. I can do a posh, pinched nose, upper class RP accent, but you know, I don't think that's one for this show.
Sounds like the owner of an estate.
Yes, exactly, landlord.
An owner of a planet. Actually, that sounds like
owner of a planet. Yes, great.
A city planet.
Yeah,
you own the sea.
Fuck it out.
Yeah, like Coruscant Mark II.
Yeah, there you go, like Coruscant. Yeah, I'll fucking name it. Oh no, wait, it's copyright.
No,
I was going to do it, and then I was like, oh, fuck, I can't. I've got the I call stereotypical Irish, because it's just an Irish accent that I picked up on the fucking TV, and like, you know, that's about it.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, fucking Brit bastards.
Northern Iron.
Well, my gran was Irish, so I'm quarter Irish. It's just I'm more patriotic to Scotland because I was born there. But yeah, I remember she was the one who taught me how to do that voice for a play when I was younger, for a musical. So I got that from her, so I won't forget that. And then finally, shitty American, and I call it shitty because it's musical theatre American, so it's not really an American accent. You're just like, oh my god, like really?
Yeah.
You have to get. It's like the tongue just moves in a different way when you're doing an American accent. It's like you have to pronounce less. Like the worst thing is the letter T, right? So we'll say water in America, but oh fuck.
That's good.
I was going to say will say, I'm not American. We'll say water in England. Water.
Yeah.
You pronounce your T. Bottle of water, not a bottle of water. Bottle of water, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Scotland, we'll say water, right? So I don't pronounce the T, so I get that. But in England, you say the T. Water. In American, they pronounce it as D. So water.
Okay.
So
Water.
In America, T is a D. In Scotland and Ireland, you just miss it altogether.
Yeah.
So bottle of water,
In there,
water. So it's like I remember the worst line I had for my first American accent.
So how do they pronounce ladder? Ladder.
No, it'll still be like ladder. Ladder.
Lady.
It's just less
That's
pronounced, isn't it? It's just less pronounced. Oh my god, like you're like really pissing me off.
That's really good.
I'll try. But it's like my first line I ever got as an actor with an American accent was, "Oh my god, I can't believe Peter. He's not putting any menace into the part." So my main character was English. So if I were to do it, it would sound like, "Oh my god, I can't believe Peter. He's not putting any menace into the part." But the American version, because he was doing an American accent for that episode, was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe Peter. He's just like not putting any menace into the part." And like all of the T's became D's, and it was just like it's really hard to think. And when I'm thinking about it all with a Scottish voice in my head, it was all fucking metal. I'm like, right, I've got to translate it to English first, then I'll translate it into American, and then I'll say it. I'm like, fucking hell. Right, so Peter becomes Peter becomes Peter. So it was like,
Peter.
Fucking Peter? Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh my god, it's Peter.
I can't believe it. It's like, it's crazy, bro. It's like, it's not.
Are you going to introduce this into all space? Is he going to some American?
I'm going to be doing an American accent. Yes. This week's episode, actually, the reverse, not the one airing, the one that was sent out to you.
The script. Yeah.
Yeah. So this episode is called The Reverse. I'm bringing in a character from Alex's world. So it's very Alex and Carter orientated. The funny thing is I'm playing both of them.
Amazing.
So it'll be me talking to me for the entirety of that episode.
I think Leo and Kieran have a bit of an...
Yeah, I'm gonna get you more stuff to do together, especially
No,
in
I'm not
this.
saying that. I'm just saying I think in this one you've sent out, they have a conversation at the beginning of the Act 1 or something.
Yeah. There will be more of that in the episode that I'm writing today, which is the freedom fighter one. So I'm going to get Leo to have a conversation with Kieran, so you can go back and forth.
That'll be funny.
Yeah. What's really funny is in the previous show that I did.
Doing it like that, you can bounce off each other.
Exactly.
Even though it's one person.
Yeah.
Because the problem with all
But the thing is, it's like it's the conversation in your head, isn't it? You'll just pretend that the person's next to you, but you'll just say it yourself. So it's like if I were to say, like let's say, Leo's being too over the top, enthusiastic or happy or whatever, and Kieran's just being this cunt who's just like, oh, come on.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Yeah.
So he's just like you could think about it, and like different actors do different things where different where you can just do one character and then you do the other. But I myself just have a conversation with my characters, and like in Saltire, there was an episode where I played 6 characters in the same scene, and they were all having a conversation, and it was a bit like fucking Split, where it's like James McAvoy. It's like, look, I think we should do it this way. Then you take off your glasses, and you're like, right, I like that, but I don't think it's the right way to do so. Yeah. But what are you saying? Can we all just calm the fuck down, right? You're fucking pissing me off. I'm trying to have a little nap over here. Right? What's going on, you bread bastards? You're fucking pissing me off as well. Oh my god, guys, just can we all like calm down? It was like that. It's just like all talking to each other. But I love that. It's just like bouncing off yourself. It's really fun.
That's what I mean about the energy. You can detect what energy you want to use.
Exactly. And when you do it with yourself, it is you get to decide the energy.
I think if we were all in a room together, like with our own mics in the same room, I think that we would have more of a connection. I try to do it or I tried to do it once on my previous show. It's just hard to get people together, isn't it? I know that, yeah.
But I've tried to do one. Downside. Yeah, I've tried to do one where we're all on a fucking Zoom call or something, and we just act off of each other on the Zoom call, but there's a little bit of lag, but you still have your mics to record your own shit, and you just put it in your earphones rather than play it on speakers. So I've tried that, and it's worked fairly well, but yeah, it's like if it's not in person, I think doing it by yourself is best, because then you got the peace and quiet, and there's no lag in the audio or whatever. But yeah, man, no, it'd be really good to get some stuff done in person. And it's always good like that, and like, you know, having, as you say, conversations with not just yourself, but like with other people in the thing. It would be so much better for reactions, because to me, acting is mainly reacting, you know, because if you're in a scene, you know, you have to react to the person who's got the lines. So you're like, oh shit. So, you know, I think reacting is a big part of it as well, but it's just fucking hard, you know.
Feeding off.
Yeah.
Of the other reactions.
Exactly, yeah. And it's feeding off the energy as well, isn't it? Yeah. It's, you know, I wish. Maybe one day. Maybe for the finale of the fucking show. Maybe for the final ever episode of Altered Space, we'll get everyone together.
Yeah. Live action.
Yeah, live action, yeah. Yeah, in your living room. It's shot in your living room, yeah.
In your garage.
My garage, yeah. Yeah, fucking it.
Just get your dad to clear some stuff out.
Fucking hell, man, it's so fucking crammed in that garage. Oh, Jesus Christ. Lordy. But no, Altered Space is a fun show. I'm enjoying it.
I love it. Yeah.
I was a bit skeptical when approached by Gabby, because I was like, I've just show-run my show where I was the lead, and it's like, I quite like a job where either I'm a guest writer or just to consult for a little bit, because I don't want to be the hands-on. But then I was like, you know what? It's a fun opportunity if I did it with the thoughts that I was having. So I was like, okay, I could bring Alex back. I could do that. I could do that. Okay, let's go. So, and the thing with me being a guest star in series 1 was that I could focus on show running for a bit and just relax in terms of acting. And then I was like, but my guest stars are all cunts, so I've got to come in and do the stuff again. So there's like 2 episodes where I'm the lead of the show, actually credited as the lead. So this one, the reverse, and then next week's episode, which I'll send, which is all about my character and his past life on the different Earth.
Cool.
So that'll be all me. So I thought I have to put myself as the lead because it is all about me. So I'll put myself as lead.
It's all about you.
Yeah, exactly. It always is, and I fucking wrote it. So I put myself as the lead for those 2 episodes, but then afterwards, you can't really go back to being a guest star after you're in the main cast. So special guest star for the rest of the season. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I'll be joining the the main cast for series 2, which will be an interesting one. Because series 2, without giving much away, is we've done this story in series 1. Like we'll be leaving Terra Prime and Shaitan Savage behind, so Leo will disappear for a bit.
Back to his Irish roots.
Yeah, we'll bring him back for a crossover or something. You're like, right, guys, I've missed you. Your accent's a bit off,
later, boys. Have a great time without me.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, mate, your accent's a bit off. It's been a while, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, no, I mean, right, that's right.
I'm sorry, yeah, we vocal cords are a little...
Yeah, and then you put your hand over the mic and you're like, shit, I haven't done this in over a year, fuck. You're like, yeah, that's right, he's back.
I don't think I'll ever lose it.
Exactly. So we'll be done with that storyline, so we'll be going to a different Earth. And the main thing for the first episode or 2 is that Alex and Carrie will be a little bit butting heads because they're both the captain. So it's like, who's really in charge? Because Alex knows the stuff, but he wasn't really part of the team when they were sent on that mission. And Space Fleet is dead at that point. So it's just like, okay, who really is the captain? And so they're butting heads a little bit in the first couple of episodes. But really, Moira's got to be the captain because she's the lead. It is about her. So that's why in the first couple of episodes, there's a little bit of a twist with my character.
Oh.
And that's going to be really fucking good when people read it.
A little twist.
When people read that first episode, they're like, before actually making it, when the actors read it, they'll be like, oh shit. Not in a way like the classic he's gone evil.
That's good.
Not in the classic he's gone evil, but there's a twist. Something happens to my character, which means that the focus of the team will be to do with my character for a couple of episodes. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
Really good.
And then whilst they're working on that thing, you'll be dealing with your dad.
Oh.
Yeah.
What bastard.
I'm going to have to find someone to play your dad as well, actually. That'll be an interesting one.
I can ask my dad.
If your dad wants to do it, I'd be gassed.
No, I don't think he doesn't have any clue about...
Yeah, no, fair enough. You're like, Dad, just read the fucking words.
Hello?
You're a cunt. Oh, fuck it up. Jesus. Yeah, no, we'll have to find someone to play your dad. I'll have
He's
to
not
go.
he's not very tech savvy. To say the least.
Maybe sit with him, smack him every few minutes if he just falls asleep or some shit. No, I'll have to find someone to play your dad. That'd be an interesting one.
He rang me up once and he was like, I had a number for him and I said, have you got a pen? And he was like, yep. And I said, right, here we go. I said, 07. And he went, slow down.
Well, fucking hell, lad, it's only 2 numbers.
He went to go any slower.
0.
I'll just message you it, alright?
yeah, exactly. I'll just... How do I see a message?
Is it?
Yeah, man.
Hell.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
Yeah, no, crazy. So, so the next thing is what's next. Are you searching for any other content creators? Yeah. Well, what was the plan with that? You looking at other things?
Well, you know that I do the customising guns to see them photos.
Yeah, you held one up to my head saying, "If you don't cast me, I'll kill you."
Cast me!
Cast me, or I'll kill you. I was like,
Cast me now.
It's like, shit, yeah, right.
I'm hoping that a prop company snaps me and my dad up.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I don't have to work 9 to 5.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I love painting and we've been doing it for 20 odd years. So.
Yeah. Is that your main thing at the moment? Are you always making those guns?
No, I do. Well, we do them. We start about November because we have a big stockpile of Nerf guns, and then we paint them all and weather them.
I thought one of them looked like a Nerf gun.
They're all Nerf guns, yeah. They all work as well.
Oh, really? I love that.
But they're mainly for props. They're not for like Nerf battles or anything.
Yeah.
For like cosplay and stuff. But we always make them for the event, which is happening the weekend. And I'd love to do that for a living. And I've sent emails and photos to companies, but no, they're not interested. They're too big.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this year at the event,
I
could speak to one of there's like casts there, and they might know some people.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and hustle.
Yeah, no. I'll put you in touch with I'll put you in touch with one of my director mates because he'll probably say no. But you know, it's always worth a shot. Well,
if it'd be perfect for like space stuff.
He's doing a little robot film at the moment, so like, you know, maybe steampunky robot film. I thought it looked steampunky, so I was like, maybe.
That's what we do, steamers.
Yeah, I'll bust him a message, or I'll send you that or something.
So that's the projects I'm doing at the moment.
All right, fair enough. Well,
and Altered Space.
Yes. Well, apart from Altered Space, you're going to be in Journey.
Journey as well.
Yes, with David Cooper. You'll be a veteran like me. I've got the hand credit in that one. So in that one, you're going to be playing Patrick.
Patrick.
I'm going to give you a random surname as well. Patrick Shaft. Patrick Shaft. Christ. What was his name in fucking Spy Hard? Dick something.
Dick Steele.
Dick Steele. Yeah, it'd be Patrick Steele.
Agent WD-40.
WD-40. Yeah, fucking love that.
Dick Steele. It's just incredible.
I'll get him to cameo in Altered Space. We'll go to Dick Steele's universe.
Just a good name, Dick Steele.
Mate, it's such a funny name. Dick Steele. We'll go to his universe. We'll go to his universe.
Yeah, go to his universe. Yeah. Weird Al's head blew up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're watching Spy Hard. Oh, I love that. That was jokes. Oh, God. Well, you've got multiple projects with me, my friend. I'll use and abuse you for the next few years until you find another fucking director. But to use and abuse you. But yeah, so I'll be using you a lot, mate. I'm gonna wrap it up here. folks.
Absolutely.
Because we are an hour and 13 minutes in. Most people
Time flies when you.
Well, yeah, we're just having a nice little chat, aren't we?
Just a chat.
Yeah, just a chat. Yeah, it's gonna be posted online. Not really talking about the project, but there we go. That's the tangents for me. Yeah. Might get you on again before the end of the series.
Yeah.
Get you one more time after you've been Leo, and then you can talk about both. And actually talk about both rather than me just having a chat with you. Oh gosh. But yeah, no, I read that. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, say goodbye to our guest, David Cooper.
Bye bye, guys.